Hi, Second District State Representative Andrew Barkis, and I wanted to give you a quick little wrap up of the 2021 session, a session that will go down in history unlike any session the state of Washington has ever had, mainly because I'm here in the virtual world under the dome, away from the legislative building, away from my colleagues and the public and everybody else. We've been out of the building. You know, my last check, even here the last couple of days, I think the fence is still up. Boy, you've heard me talk about that a lot. Governor, time to take that fence down. We're out of session here, so I guess it's going to be time to do that. But, you know, I worked on a lot of stuff this year, and the primary areas, of course, in housing, landlord-tenant law, and of course, my role as ranking member on the Transportation Committee. I gave a video a couple of days ago about the transportation work that I've done and the passage of the transportation budget. Proud of that work, but I think one of the biggest things that was facing me and my colleagues was ending the eviction moratorium. The governor's had us under a state of emergency for going on 420 some odd days now. And within that, he had his proclamations, including the eviction moratorium. I started working before session. I worked almost a year on this with my colleagues, especially Representative Michelle Caldier and Representative Defoe and our stakeholders and the housing providers, et cetera, to end the eviction moratorium and make sure that we could provide relief for both our housing providers and our tenants. And I'm excited to say that we did in Senate Bill 5160. It's not a perfect vehicle. It's not a perfect bill. There is no such thing, but it does accomplish what I set out to do, and that's to make sure that we could get the necessary resources available to those who have foregone collecting rent for as long as this moratorium was in place. More so, we added an amendment that ends the eviction moratorium on June 30th. And as of July 1, all the new legislation will take place and be put into place to help those, including dispute resolution, some eviction reforms to help people avoid eviction and get the assistance that they need moving forward. And to get the business practices back into play for all those housing providers who have given up so much during this period of time. Very proud of that work. It took a lot to do. And of course, everything we did was complicated by having to do everything virtually. All of our meetings, everything else. It just was, the time element was unbelievable. I did work on a lot of housing policy, tried to get at reducing regulations, and unfortunately that didn't really happen. But what did happen is a lot of really bad policy that I tried to work to not allow to be passed, including a capital gains income tax that raises taxes on the citizens of the state of Washington. We had a climate justice bill. We've had, environmental justice bill, massive police reform. I'm not too confident on several of those pieces. I'm afraid that there's just going to be some balance issues. We want to make sure we remain, protecting our citizens is so important, but also, the reforms are important too. And then there was so much work within the climate arena, whether it was low carbon fuel standard or cap and invest. They all sound expensive. They are all expensive. The budget as passed was a significant double-digit increase again, spending every bit of revenue, both federal and state and local. Anyway, it was a good session, 2021. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad to be moving into the interim where I can get back out into the district and meet with people in the real world, not the virtual world, and to get working already planning for, unfortunately, 2022. Thank you so much for watching another quick video. It's an honor and privilege to serve the people of 2nd District in the state of Washington, and look forward to seeing you out there in the communities in the 2nd District real soon. Take care.